Who killed Gandhi?
Right?
Hindu or Muslim?
Muslim. Why are you talking about religion?
Gandhi!
Yeah, Pakistan killed him.
Look at this guy, he doesn't know who killed Gandhi.
Muslim.
Why are you talking about religion?
Gandhi!
Yeah, Pakistan killed him.
Look at this guy, he doesn't know who killed Gandhi.
Talk about Hindus in Kashmir.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm relaxed.
What's your name?
My name is Jay.
Jay, my name is Mansoor.
Which Pakistan, right? From Pakistan, yeah.
I'm not from Pakistan.
Okay.
So I don't represent Pakistani politics or Pakistani citizenships or whatever. So now, what I wanted to know is, are you a peace-loving individual?
Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve bhavantu niramaya. We are the one who given you shelter when you came to India, given you the food to the Polish people when they had World War. So nobody, you can't compare. We are the biggest peacemaker in the world.
Jay,
if we were not the peacemaker.
Jay, you are a peaceful individual.
Yes.
Right. Are you also a man of justice and fairness?
200%. Why not?
200, you said. 200. Fine. So now tell me, being a man of justice and fairness and a peaceful individual, for the last, I'm only restricting to the last 2 years. In the last 2 years, give me a figure of the violence that is happening and the number of people that have been burnt, killed, lynched, murdered by two groups I'm focusing on. The Hindu mob, and if you're saying the Muslims are doing that, the Muslim mob. Give me a rough figure.
Why 2 years? Why not 5 years? 10 years?
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Kashmir, name of Kashmir.
I'm not interested in Kashmir.
Yeah.
India.
Yeah, 25% Hindu was in Pakistan.
Oh no, I'm not interested in Pakistan.
I'm telling
or
you.
Kashmir, which is
nothing.
wait. India itself, not the part where there's a dispute. Is it part of Pakistan or the part of India?
India.
So leave the issues of Kashmir aside. Tell me, in India itself, mainstream India, Indian provinces.
Yeah, still more Hindus got killed, whether it's the Delhi riots, whether it's Hyderabad riots, whether it's Meerut riots.
Give me a number.
Wherever.
Give me a number.
Number, you can see the guys in jail because of killing.
No, give me a
innocent
number.
people.
Number of people that got killed. Jay, don't get pulled away.
No.
It's your opportunity to engage with the world,
I
to really tell the people what is going on in India.
Yeah, it is what is happening in India.
Yeah. So answer my question, Jay.
I'm telling you, Muslims dominating, they're misusing. What the Nukur said, nothing wrong. But look what is happening.
What was my question that you were answering?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your question, I'm answering your question.
Which is?
Yeah.
What is my question?
Your question is how many Hindu got killed?
And how many Muslims got killed?
Yeah,
go ahead.
30 for 70% Hindu got killed.
No,
30%
give me a number. Rough number.
I don't know the number.
But you're from India. You came to volunteer to talk about it. And you don't know?
How give me the percentage?
Give me a rough number. Is it like 30 people?
No, more than 30.
Like how many?
Probably 10, 20, 30,000.
10, 20, 30,000 in the Indian provinces other than Kashmir killed by Muslims.
I include Kashmir.
No, don't include Kashmir.
India. Kashmir is part of India.
Listen,
why not?
Jay, listen, Jay.
No, you, why not?
Jay,
How
listen.
many people?
I'm trying to make you a real person of fairness and justice and a peaceful person.
You know, one
Listen.
thing I'm telling you here,
Jay.
you're talking about justice.
Jay.
You are the biggest misleading of justice. Biggest misleading of
Where am I
justice.
from? Where am I from?
I don't know.
So how can you even accuse me of that? Excuse me. Now he has to go for the car keys. Is there any other Hindu fair, peaceful, just people? Brother,
Peace of Pakistan.
excuse me. Brother, Muslim? Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Come here. So you also wanted to volunteer to speak earlier on. Your friend, when they're dragged away by a car key issues, he's not going to come back. This is a reality. It's an issue like the other journalists was dragged away. Can I ask you, because the violence is happening in India, we don't want...
Let's start talking from Pakistan. And then we'll talk about India.
You know the Sri Lankan guy got...
Am I going to speak to him or am I going to speak to you. Speak to you? Okay. My sister, in humanity.
In humanity?
Yes.
Please think about our sisters like Kandil Balot.
No, before you speak, do you think I'm from Pakistan?
I don't see. I'm not talking about India, Pakistan.
I am talking about India.
I'm talking about humanity.
I saw the Indian flag.
Humanity.
I'll tell you.
I'm talking about humanity.
I can only speak to one person. Why are you not respecting a lady?
With one person.
Yeah, exactly.
You're talking about
Between yourself, why don't you volunteer one person to speak to?
You're talking
Relax.
about minorities, right?
Sorry.
You're talking about minorities.
Can I? Excuse me. May I ask?
Humanity, right?
Between yourself, bro, just one person to speak. Who's that going to be? You or the lady? Okay, fine. Thank you. Now, remember, I saw the Indian flag here, and I heard the word genocide.
We were talking about Hindu genocide in Kashmir.
One at a time.
He's talking right, you're talking
My dearest uncle in
He's
humanity,
talking right, so one
he was representing to talk on your behalf.
Okay, go on.
Thank you. And thank you. So now, what's your name? Raj. My name is Mansoor, right? We do not want to see any violence, any aggression, any injustice anywhere in the world. Do you agree?
Do you practice?
Look, I practice. Yes.
So you're representing yourself, right? As a you.
Who do you represent?
I'm representing myself and you are asking. So if you want to ask question, I will talk about me.
Sure.
But if you ask about general, then I represent either India or Hindus or whosoever.
Fine.
So that way you also tell me who to represent.
When I saw the Indian flag and people talk about genocide, I said, wow, now at least now, finally, we have...
Someone is talking about Hindu genocide. That's good.
You're doing it again. Madam, you said only one person. Stick to your principles.
Okay, one second. You listen to the talk.
No.
You listen to the talk.
I am going to tell them not to interrupt.
Did you listen to the talk?
Look. He agreed to be a volunteer to have a discussion. Because otherwise, we can't have a meaningful discussion. Right. So, as I was saying, when I saw the Indian flag, Indian people, I heard the word genocide, I said, finally now, some really must be fair, just people talking about the genocide against the non-Hindus, against the Muslims in India happening.
Just a minute.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Ignorance.
Wait a minute.
I thought.
Wait a minute.
Can I finish? So when I first came and I saw this, I said, finally now. Raj, there are some very good, honorable people, men and women, who are from Indian ethnicity. They are now going to speak the truth and say the thing that is happening by the Modi government in India, the genocide against the non-Hindus, against the Muslims, for example. Now you'll be talking against it. Wait. Listen. And then I asked someone, and I heard it was the opposite. So that's why I want to know, where are the real people who can talk about what is happening in India? So now I'm asking, Jay, I'm going to ask you this question. Violence is happening in India by both sides. We can see that. Don't ask me which social media we see.
Okay.
Now I want to ask this question to you because you came to talk about this protest. So you are peaceful people or people of justice. That's what you're trying to at least illustrate. Give me a figure. The number of people that were lynched, killed, burnt, murdered by either of the two mobs from both sides. Last 5 years.
Okay, wait a minute.
Last 5 years. And don't focus on Kashmir
Just a minute.
and India itself.
Now listen to me. Listen to me. You talk about humanity. 5 minutes before you gave a lecture about you believe in humanity and all, right? You contradict yourself. You should have spoken about that. I want to see the genocide happening in India on either side, but you will not speak about that. Very conveniently, you will say it's a Muslim genocide. It's a Muslim genocide. Do you know what is happening in India? Do you know how many Muslims are killing Hindus? How many times they kill? How many they did the ethnical cleansing of Kashmir? How they're asking to do? You go each town, each city, each place, they ask you, right? Each town, each village you go, they have made a ghettos. They don't want Hindus to go over there. They said, this is our land. This is what we want. get away from there. This is what is happening, right? So if you see, yes, violence is happening, but it's a reaction to the action which is being instigated on the name of so-called peace, loving and all. How can your religion so fragile that on one single comment which is written in a book that Muhammad did so and so, people get violence about it, and then they go and on the street protest? Why? If it is there, let it be there. It's written on the book. Read the book. She hasn't quoted anything wrong, but they will go, and when they go on loot, they will burn the villages, burn the town, livelihood of people. People react, right? So you need to understand. You cannot just so go and say, oh, this is what is happening. You need to understand that.
Thank you very much, Jay. What was my question to you that you answered?
None. I gave you the whole answer to your
No,
question.
what was my question?
Now you tell me.
tell you the data.
You just ask about the numbers. So numbers.
What was my question?
No, you ask about how many Hindus were killed and how many Muslims were killed.
And what did you say in
So
your
I just
response?
told you all the things. What is happening to that?
No, did
I
you-
cannot know the number. Do you know? You tell me the number.
So Jay, if you didn't know the number, you could have simply said,
Why I have to say that?
Hey.
You will give me a bloody whole lecture about the whole humanity you believe.
Jay, remember, Raj, you came to volunteer.
No, you will go around.
Raj, I asked a specific question for a specific reason.
Time pass, he's not interested in the
For a specific reason.
Okay.
I don't see from the Hindus. I don't see from the Hindus. I have not seen Hindu people coming up and really talking about the truth.
Do you know something?
I thought you could be one of them, and I can be.
I'll give you the good example.
I have not finished.
Watch NDTV. India. NDTV will give you bloody numbers. They are Hindus, and they will give the number. This is or not.
Do you watch
India
it?
I don't watch it because I don't watch
why
Indian
are you
channel.
asking? So why are
I
you
don't
asking?
watch. But he will agree. Your person is agree. Go and watch NDTV. Go and watch them. They give the number.
Calm down, man. Raj. Okay, Raj. Who killed Gandhi?
Right?
Hindu or Muslim?
Muslims.
Why are you talking about religion?
Gandhi.
Yeah, Pakistan killed.
Look at this guy. He doesn't know who killed Gandhi. And he thinks he's an
Who
Indian.
killed Jinnah?
No, wait.
You know,
Who killed? No, Raj, calm down.
Wait a minute.
Who killed Gandhi? Okay, it's Godse. Okay, Godse wasn't a Muslim. You didn't even know that. So let me educate you on India. Who killed Indira Gandhi? Again, not a Muslim.
What is it?
Who killed Indira Gandhi? Who killed Rajiv Gandhi? Again, not a Muslim. There you go. So the Hindus are killing their own Hindus, and they are saying we are the ones killing. Now wait. With all due respect, according to Hinduism,
Have you got the car keys?
according to Hinduism, you guys want peace. The Muslims want peace.
Raj, so the reason why,
Mr. Jinnah. No, this is exactly what we expected.
only how
No,
many
you're behaving
Muslims
exactly
were
the way
killed,
we
or did I give you a figure from both sides?
You said only
Right,
Muslims.
yeah, right.
I hear only Muslims.
Okay, so you're not even listed in the question.
No, because you didn't say that. You just said
Don't
Muslim.
listen.
Did I say only Muslims?
Yeah. You said. You just said.
You are trying to...
Brother,
See, I'll tell you.
Subhanallah.
Called as 99
Brother, one second.
mentality.
Women talking.
Please, one second.
That's why
Raj.
Kalot was killed.
Excuse me.
You can't tolerate women talking, isn't it?
Excuse me, sister in
Why has
humanity.
India become a rape capital if they respect women?
No.
Why has it become
I'm trying to have a conversation with the gentleman.
You know that, right?
Raj?
India is a rape capital today.
I don't think so.
No, look at your own statistics. You should really go and read up.
Where you from? Where you from?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
No, it does matter.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Because
You go.
I do.
Right.
So answer the question that I asked.
Don't
Okay,
tell that
let me
also.
begin from the beginning.
So can you answer the question I
No,
asked?
I will not
Capital of
answer
the world.
question.
Then I'm not interested in talking to you.
No. Why are you not
So
talking?
the reason I asked this question
So the gathering here
is
was
to
about
show
Hindu genocide. Did you
whether
ask
you
anything
are
about Hindu
fair
genocide?
or unfair.
Because you're denying
If
it.
you are really
are the ones
fair,
doing the genocide.
then
What are
you
you on
say
Right?
these are the casualties of both sides,
The Hindus
and we
are
don't
the
want
ones
casualties from any side.
So you can't say
true
the Muslims are doing the
fairness.
genocide.
That's
The
true
Muslims are
peace.
getting killed in
Do you agree?
Kashmir Hindu genocide.
with impunity from the police and the
I asked
army. So
Raj-
don't give us
There
all
was
these
a
lectures.
genocide in Hindu.
I asked you, Raj.
Okay, wait a minute, let him talk.
Casualties
Seven
on
times.
both
30
sides.
years ago,
I wasn't focusing on only one group.
Try or leave. That is the
I'll
truth.
tell you.
You are
Maybe
not
I do not know the
going to
numbers,
deny it.
but equal number of people from either side might
Yeah,
have got
right.
killed. Equal number.
And what do you
Whatever number you call,
understand?
I
You
cannot say.
understand?
So you're saying you can
Right.
Respect men.
So
You are talking about
just a minute. I'll give you. If you call Pehlu Khan is born lynched,
yes,
so
yes.
Akhilesh Tiwari is also killed.
Right.
So there are the people which is
What
happening
is
on the both. I can deal with that. You can't just. Do you know that?
This is a double standard coming
Isolate
from Hindus.
one two individual when
Nobody wants to talk about religion
hundreds
from
of
all the
people are
Hindus.
being lynched.
We would like your
So now,
Where you get that number?
Right.
Where you get that number?
So,
Where you got that?
Example, you move this.
Yeah, show me.
You
Show me
did
the
not even
statistics.
acknowledge the genocide.
No, I'm telling you that.
So how many people were killed for the last 2 years?
I do not know the number, but I'm saying the equal number, maybe 50, maybe 40, 50.
Yeah.
So
No,
40,
no,
50
it is
people
not
were
India.
killed
You're
from
not
both
Indian,
sides.
right? No, you're not Indian. In Pakistan, the Marathi.
do you agree with this number? One second.
No, why you are hung up on the number?
The reason I'm hanging up is this because
Tell the number and we agree on that.
no.
Let's move
We're
on.
still not
Another
agreeing.
topic, right?
So now, if Mansoor,
You cannot speak Marathi.
if someone is
You cannot speak Marathi.
This is happening on
You're
both
you're not.
Both the sides.
You're not
both
Marathi.
sides.
Both sides, yeah.
Where can I see that's happening in both sides? Which media can I
You're not
watch?
Marathi.
So if somebody doesn't speak Marathi,
I want
Wow.
to see and watch
new logic.
from reputable sources.
Yeah.
So
Okay, see, I'll tell you.
that's where the equal number are being also being.
There are many sects.
I'll leave it. For now, can we leave it equal numbers? Can we discuss it's happening on both sides?
No, but okay, number
You are
number
saying-
you are
It's
asking.
happening on both
That's
sides.
such a big
I don't want to waste your time.
What I'm trying to
At least I talk to
understand,
people who want to listen.
what I'm trying to understand is
No. My point is,
Hindus.
Why everywhere Muslims are not happy? Anywhere you go, why they are not happy?
You're the one who doesn't have a smile. You see, I'm happy.
No, you're not.
You're so angry.
I did not agree on an equal number.
let's leave the number.
I did not agree it happens in an equal number.
Same country who say Israel do not have right to be there.
Give me a percentage wise from each side.
Let's agree on one point. It's happening on
Only
the side
genocide
of
I see today.
They don't talk about
So are you saying?
it's happening
Two
both the
places where
sides.
genocide is happening in India and Israel.
Hindu genocide.
How many percentage wise is happening from each side?
What happens to humanity?
I just told you it's happening from both sides. I told you it's happening from both sides. Now, what I want to know from you is who is supporting the lynching?
Don't push.
Oh, is that what you said? Is that what you heard?
Let's agree.
I agree.
No, that's what you said.
Yeah.
It's happening both the sides.
Yeah. On equal amount?
You think
Right. I want to identify.
below your religion. That's what
You also agree that it shouldn't happen.
That's your mentality.
It's happening both the sides.
Why do you just lie all the time?
Right? Maybe if you're saying one side is 90%,
You didn't even know. You didn't even know.
let's agree. Your point is it shouldn't happen.
Yes.
Right? So that's the whole point.
Right. So now tell me now.
I didn't go to madrasa.
Why are people? Why are innocent people? Wait.
Why is the Modi government aiding?
I'm not responsible for the Modi government.
What are you doing against that?
I'm here.
Don't answer this question. Why are you answering?
What are you doing?
But what?
What are you doing?
I am making the world know what's happening by the Modi government. The Modi government is not a peaceful
You'll
government.
let them know what's happening in Pakistan or other countries.
Okay, sir.
Just leave it. No,
Instead of
We are
dealing
not
with the
going
problem in
We
India,
are
you
not
are
going
fighting
to
somewhere
come
else.
on any conclusion, but we both agreed it shouldn't happen.
Why are you not telling your Modi government to stop the genocide?
So I'm not going to answer it. I'm not
Also, India is known as the rape capital. Why?
But we both at least agreed on one point that it shouldn't
Look
happen.
at it. Look at it.
Hindu
So aggressive.
Right?
So aggressive. Look at it.
What are you?
That's the point.
India
Can we say kind?
Yes.
They're only talking about India.
It
Why?
shouldn't happen both.
Why?
Let's leave it.
What are you doing against
I
your own
have
government?
my own work. Let me do continue that.
But why don't you influence your government to stop the genocide?
Thank you.
Hinduphobic people, you are Hinduphobic.
You
You
are
know?
cheers.
You are not talking about Hindu genocide.
What did I
You are
say?
Hinduphobic. There is a
That's
Hindu
a lie.
genocide. The first step is to actually
They're pulling you away because you're lying.
Nobody is lying. We have other work as well, sir.
Go away, they're pulling you away.
We are not.
India is the rape capital according to your newspapers.
We both agreed on one point. Whatever is happening shouldn't happen.
By the way, do you agree that India should not be a rape capital?
This guy is a Hinduphobic.
It's in your own newspapers, not mine.
What did I say?
Hindustan
What did I
Times.
say?
Hindustan Times.
You accused me of Hinduphobia. You accused me of being racist. What did I say? You just lied against me.
Why is he always aggressive?
No, you just lied against me.
Why is
The people who are listening,
You are Hinduphobic.
watch the whole clip. Have I ever been Hinduphobic? Have I ever been racist?
You are
There is no
This
Hindu
lady
genocide.
is
That's a myth.
accusing by
That's a
making
myth.
a lie. Wake up, people. The lie you are saying against me. No. I want you to tell her that I have not said anything against.
Stop being so aggressive.
Why are you so irritated? Why are you irritated?
She's aggressive.
Why are you irritated? Relax. What did I say? What did I say? No, what did I say?
That's your delusion.
This is how London is becoming.
That's your
What did I
delusion.
say?
What did you say?
Yeah.
You are
Tell the
denying
Hindus to
Hindu
come to
genocide.
Speaker's Corner
Which
and
one?
speak in a peaceful
Which
way.
genocide?
We'll give them a platform.
No, you accused me. What did I
Speak in a
say?
You are
peaceful
denying
way.
genocide.
When did I deny?
This is a platform. Maybe you never heard of
When did
Speaker's
I deny
Corner.
anything?
Maybe you haven't.
My freedom
It's been here more than 100 years.
You're denying
Look it
it.
up, my friend.
serious?
Look it
Yes,
up.
I am serious.
Maybe you
When
don't
did
have
I
to
deny
explain
any
it.
genocide?
There are 35,000 people watching it.
Oh, there's more people watching.
Yeah.
35,000.
35.
Yeah.
There are probably a million people watching compared to this.
35,000.
Actually,
Right. So,
It's a
may
lie.
I just
She
say
knows
one
it.
thing?
It's a lie.
So the 35,000 people who are watching,
You look on
you
the screen.
just seen an
That's a
example
lie.
of someone lying in front of your face.
Seriously.
And what tolerate women
Come on.
talking? Yeah, you cannot talk.
India is the rape capital. Go and sort
You
that out first.
cannot tolerate women talking.
Firstly, the lie you accuse people of is amazing. Your 35,000 viewers would watch the beginning of your clip to the end and they would not find anything. And instead, they will tell you how hypocritic you are. A hypocrite, a liar.
Yes, and a lie.
See the crowd? They cannot tolerate women talking.
Yeah, it's only 2 people watching it. Look, I can see it from here.
Look, this is the crowd.
And she's saying 35,000 people watching.
My sister in humanity, stop lying.
They did not let me talk.
Stop lying.
I can talk about that.
Who didn't let you talk? Your own people dragged you away.
So I thought we would find some real, peaceful, peace-loving, fair Hindus in the park today.
Let's talk about Hindu genocide.
We couldn't find any.
Yeah?
Apart from this one individual who spoke earlier.
We were here to talk about Hindu genocide in Kashmir. It's been happening for last 30 years. They did not let us talk about it. This is the freedom of expression in London.
You know what? You know what?
The first step is
Would you let the sister know
please
that
go home.
all this emotional outburst is not going to help to solve the problem of the propaganda that we see by the Hindus.
In Kashmir.
Hindus need to stop doing the propaganda. They need to stop killing the people, right?
Stand there and just give a quick comment.
Right. Okay.
The sign, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, can you face away from the sign?
Right. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. I came to the park today and I was quite interested when I heard there was a speech
I know you love
and a
attention.
group of people.
You're angry because you're not getting it.
Let's move around because she's not going to be
You're angry because you're not getting the attention.
not interrupting. She'll keep on interrupting.
Don't run.
Right.
Don't run.
Right. So, see, it's recording still. So I was quite actually interested when I saw a gathering here with an Indian flag and real Indian people, and I thought, wow, at least finally we will see and hear some real Hindus who are peaceful, peace-loving people, man and woman of justice, to talk against the atrocity committed by the Indian Indian government, by the Hindutva mob in India. And guess what? I was shocked to find it was the opposite. They were talking about a film about the genocide against the Hindus. So when I wanted to ask them, what's happening in India today? Are there Muslims being lynched, killed, murdered, burnt? And they said no. One individual even said, maybe only 5 people out of these 5 years got killed. Unbelievable brainwashing. Look, we don't want any human beings to be killed, lynched, murdered. We don't want any of that. Whether you be a Hindu or a Muslim or a Jew or a Christian or an atheist or no religion. Human beings, your life is sacred. That is what Islam says. Human life is sacred.
This is what Quran says.
Can you not interrupt when I'm talking? This is a fanatic Christian heckler, because now I'm going to talk about something which is universally shared. He's going to interrupt.
Why don't you speak against terrorism? Happen in India.
Right. Just to finish up, in the Quran, Allah says that Allah told Bani Israel that killing one person is like killing of whole of humanity. So the subhanallah, look at this.
So when Muhammad
Need to understand that Islam considers human life sacred. That teaching that was given in the Torah is universalized. Islam did not abrogate that teaching. That teaching is such that killing one person unjustly is like killing the whole of humanity. Saving one person is like saving of whole of humanity. It is not about killing a Muslim life or a Christian life or not. Human life. So these people will bark. They will bark at the sides so that you don't listen to this universal, agreeable teaching of Islam. They want you to be silenced from listening, but you know for sure. So when we talk about the violence that we see in India, for example, if the Muslims are committing violence, we will speak against it. We are not going to say, oh, they're my brothers, let us celebrate. No. Injustice, unjust killing is never going to be right. If they are killed, even by Muslims unjustly, that is wrong, and they should be facing the hands of the law and be then punished if they were treated.
There's a Hindu here who wants to talk to us.
Fine.
All right.
So now, just to show to you again, we were discussing earlier
You want to talk? No.
these Hindus
From the Tamil.
illustrating to us they are peaceful, fair, neutral and just. But what did we see? In the discussion we saw emotional outbursts, not from a fair individual, but someone who's aggressive inside. The passive aggression that we saw, it is all to see. Instead, 34,000 followers, she was lying to that I apparently am a Hindu phobic, that I was a racist, when I said no such a thing, when I was telling the opposite. So, this man comes from a Hindu background. Is that so? He's defending them. So just again, all people,
He killed innocent people.
be man and woman of justice. Stand up against injustice, wherever it may be. Whether it be your own community, your own people. In the Quran, you will be surprised to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, be and stand firm as firm witnesses. Stand firm as firm witnesses, even if it goes against your own self, against your kin, your relatives. That is the ideal that Islam brings to establish justice on earth. So we invite you to the justice of Islam. We invite you to the truth of Islam. We invite you to the reality of your purpose in this life is not to worship idols which you make with your own hands, not to worship idols that you crave in your own factory, but to worship the one and only Creator, the Creator of Krishna, whether he existed in reality, the Creator of Christ, whether he was, as they claim, to be the Messiah or not. But we believe all of these people, all of the people have been believed wrongly to be gods on earth. No, none of them are worthy of worship except the one who created them all. So, oh people, come back to the worship of God, because only then, and only then, you'll have true salvation. If you worship a man or a woman, a monkey or a rat, or anything of this creation, you will not be saved in the hereafter. You will not smell the fragrance of paradise. Only if you worship your Creator who created the whole of cosmos, you will have your salvation. We will have our salvation. So what are we inviting you to? To wake up. Wake up to worship none but the one and only God. Don't worship anyone else. If you want to worship anyone else, you seal your fate and you will face your consequence. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله ولكم. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله ولكم. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب